Hello, it's been a while. How are we doing? How are we doing? Am I in focus? Probably not, but you know what? That's a gamble of life we like to take.
She just wants to be beautiful.
Hello, beautiful humans. I look very far away and incredibly small. 1 second. Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Paige and welcome back to my channel. It has been a hell of a long time. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. Now today, what I thought I'd do, considering it has been a hell of a long time since I've uploaded, I am so sorry. I have been all over the place, all sorts of emotions going on. My life has just, to be fair, my life hasn't changed that much, but I've just had a lot of feelings going on and I've just had to take time to compartmentalize them and just, I'm really making excuses. I've been really shit on uploads, okay? I'm sorry. I apologise. So because of that, I thought today what would be a good idea is just for me to sit down. I want to put some makeup on today. I'm feeling a bit just whatever that noise was. I'm feeling a bit that. I'm looking a bit spotty. I'm feeling a bit nyeh. What I thought I'd do is sit down, do a face of everyday makeup and just catch you up with what's been going on in my life and just kind of say hi, how you doing, sorry, this is what's been happening, come look at me everyday face of makeup, have a very large cup of tea, which is actually really good. I do chug my tea. Don't judge me, okay? It's a thing I do. Adele does it, I can do it. We are senpais. Is that the right word? I don't think that's the right word. And yeah, just fill you in with what's been going on with my life, really, because it's been a friggin' while. Oh, actually, before I do get into the video, a few little tiny little things. You may or may not know if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter. If you don't, you can find them down here. That in the next week or so, I want to film a Q&A on this channel. I've never done one before, and I feel like I'm at the point now where I would just like to do one. So I want your guys' questions. If you want to ask me a question and want to be featured in my next Q&A, which I believe is probably going to go up next Friday, drop me a comment with your question down below in this video, and I'm going to answer as many as I can in next week's video. And they can be anything from disability related, relationship related, to makeup, to literally anything. Like, I've had some weird ones already, but I'm so excited. Hit me up and I will do my best to answer what I can. And also, if you haven't and you would like to, then please do subscribe to this channel. It really does mean the world. I think we're around like 700 now, and my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's a dream I have. It would be lovely if I could, and it would be lovely to see you around here. And yeah, that's it. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna whack my hair up in some sort of fashion, which isn't this, and let's put some makeup on my face. Oh yeah. If I'm looking down, because my mirror is here, just so we're aware, I will also put everything I'm using on my face in the description box below, because I will just forget to do it throughout this video. Oh, I found my hairband. It was on my wrist. Oh, yay. Let's do that too. Ow. Before we get into like the nitty gritty of how I'm feeling, because trust me when I say that is a bit of a minefield at the moment, I want to talk about a documentary I saw last night on BBC 2. Want to say BBC 2. It was a Louis Theroux documentary on polyamorous relationships, and I am fascinated. I had a chat last night about it, and I'm absolutely bloody fascinated. I kind of want to learn more about it. It's not because it's something I would personally be interested in. I'm all about that one person. I'm very much monogamous. So it's not something I'm specifically interested in terms of like, oh, I want to do that. But it was fascinating to me. I just think I'd be too insecure for it. I really do. Like, I don't know if I could share a partner. That to me is a odd concept. But what the program did do for me, which is a good thing, because I think I can be quite judgmental, even though I say I'm not. I think we all do have our judgments, and that's something that I wish I wasn't as much. And one of the things this program kind of made me realise about polyamorous relationships and living your life in the poly way, I think that's what they were saying. It's not just, oh, I want to have sex with 2, 3, 4, 5 people. It's that sometimes people feel that in order to get everything they need to have other people provide it to them. It's almost like a friendship group, like you go to different friends for different things. I have friends that I will go to for a deep, meaningful chat. And I have other friends who I wouldn't do that with because that's just not the type of friends that they are. And I guess that's what I was getting from the documentary, was that it's not just sex, it's actually more than that. And I guess when it's consensual, there's nothing really wrong with that. There was a woman on there who was saying, yes, my husband gets what he can't get from me, from this other woman, but I know I can't give it to him. And I guess when like there's that agreement, there's nothing really wrong with it. Again, not saying it would be something I would particularly go for, but I did find it interesting and it did open my eyes. Not sure why I'm patting my foundation in, that's a thing I've never done, but apparently I just did it on camera. So there's been a lot of talk on the TV this morning after it about if would people bring a second, third or even fourth person into their relationship. And a lot of people have said yes. And I'm just a little bit surprised. Maybe poly is more known than I thought it was. I'd be interested to know you guys' thoughts actually. This is one of the reasons I brought it up. Look at that spot, it is gigantic. Because I'm kind of interested just to hear other people's views and what other people think about it. So let me know. Did you see the documentary? Let me know if you saw it and let me know your feelings, because that would really interest me. Could I do it? Could I do it? I don't think I could, you know. I just don't. I think I'm too insecure. I'm too jealous in a lot of respects. I want a partner to be my partner. I wouldn't want to share them. I don't know if that's selfish. I don't know. I couldn't personally do it. I wonder how you guys think. Like, I know a lot of you are married or have long-time partners. If your partner turned around and said, hey babe, I think we should add someone else into our relationship, how would you react? I'm interested to know. I'm not going to judge anyone. Like, if you do it, fucking good on you. Because to me, that says you're a much more confident human than I am. One of these couples, they were actually married for like 12 years before. And I just wonder how that dynamic would have changed. The woman was saying it's something she'd always felt. So why didn't she act upon it from then? I don't know. I just have a lot of questions about it. It's something I'm really interested in actually. I would quite like to meet someone who's in a poly relationship and just speak to them. And just, you know, do a bit of a mini Louis Theroux on my own part. I think it'd be very interesting. So in other news, what's been going on with me? Well, I have a boyfriend. Why do I feel like a child? Why did I say that so like, oh? I've gone really girly, hold on. Adult. I have a boyfriend. I can't. I think that might be the first time I've said that on camera, you know. That's insane. Is that the first time I said that on camera? I think it is. Oh my god. I mean, I've spread it over Instagram like a massive whore, so it's not new if you follow me over there, but this might be the first time I've said it on YouTube. But yeah, I have a boyfriend, and he honestly is the best thing in the whole entire world. Like, I can't even explain to you. Look at me right now, just sitting with like cat ears and sexy as. I did that. I pulled a person who's really hot, by the way. I'm just putting out there. I did well for myself. You have no idea. This somehow. I don't know, but I'm very grateful. So I think the last time I spoke to you guys was, had the Undateables just come out? I think I may have actually just released and been able to tell you that I was on the show. So I don't think the show had yet aired, so I wasn't allowed to say anything about where I was with dating and stuff. But yeah, my dating life was definitely very stuck for a very long time. And then the Undateables came along, which kind of gave me a whole new lease of dating experience and opportunities, and it was amazing. And I had such a good few months just kind of learning who and what I liked and what I wanted in a relationship, and taking that kind of confidence that I'd found in myself and actually applying it to finding love. And I did go on a date on the show, and it was a lovely date, but it just wasn't for me. Oh bloody Nora, that was a palaver. I've just had to have a break because my camera died, so I just went to have some lunch. Right, better hurry up a little bit because the light is going quicker than my virginity. on the internet. What is wrong with me? So yeah, we were talking about the undateables, weren't we? And like I said, I had the date on there and it was alright, it was okay. Like, it wasn't a bad date, but it wasn't like, oh, I didn't want him. I've said so many times I'm a very sexual person, and I need to have that like me vibe. I was gonna swear but I didn't, but do you know what I mean? I've got to have it a person, and I just didn't have that on my date. And I was a little bit like, if this is the only person that can be found for me, I'm probably going to be alone and single forever. So, you know, I was feeling a bit deflated, and then out of nowhere, like a beautiful ray of sunshine, my boyfriend came into my life. And it was one of those things where I got quite a few people message me after the show went out on the undateables, and a lot of them I ignored, either because they were very disgenuine or it freaked me out. If I'm honest, it freaked me out and I didn't know how to deal with it, so I ignored it. But as soon as I got the first message from my now boyfriend, not only was it so different from the rest, it was so respectful, which is something I really highly admire in a person, but it was almost that moment of like, I need this person in my life in some capacity. And at the time I didn't know what capacity that would be. If I'm completely honest, I would never have thought that somebody like him, who is just the most beautiful person inside and out, like, he's fit. Not only is he fit and beautiful and so handsome, but he is just the most beautiful soul. And I guess at the time I didn't really have the value of myself to think that he would want me in that way. So I kind of was like, oh yeah, he's saying all these nice things, but I'm sure we're just gonna be friends. In whatever capacity it was, I knew I needed to have him in my life. And I'm just so lucky that it was in the capacity that it is, because I absolutely adore him. He's the best thing. He makes me happy and he makes me smile, and he doesn't see it. Like, I tell him all the time how amazing he is. He doesn't see it. He's so cute. He has whisked me off my already unstable feet, and I adore him. I love him to pieces. I said it, I love him. I absolutely love him so much. I guess the other thing that goes hand in hand with that, with my boyfriend and the happy place I'm in, is my mental health. It's been a weird one recently, my mental health. I'm not going to lie to you, it has been a bit of a weird one. I am understandably in one of the happiest places I have ever been. As I said, my boyfriend has just made me incredibly happy and secure in myself, and that has done wonders for my mental health. At the same time, I have all these feelings that I've never had before. A lot of them positive, a lot of them of love and acceptance and respect and all these things I've never really felt for myself or for another person before. I've had all these new emotions, and with my mental health, with my personality disorders, which I know I haven't spoken too much about on this channel, but I do have personality disorders, which one day I will go into. But with those, when you have a heightened sense of emotions, especially emotions you haven't felt before, it can be really hard to regulate them. And yeah, I've been a bit sporadic because of that. I've been very up and down. I've been up because I'm just like, I'm in love, and this amazing person's come into my life, and I'm feeling sexy and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling all the things I wanted to feel. And then I've also got this kind of niggling back monster of depression, I guess, who's kind of saying, yes, but you're not good enough, which always happens when there's a high and there's a low, and mental health always likes to remind you of that low. So, you know, it happens, and that's been a thing that I've been struggling with. It's just accepting the fact that I'm happy. I know that sounds ridiculous. It's been a learning process to let myself be happy. I think for so long I made excuses of reasons why I can't be happy, and almost said that I was happy to be unhappy because that's just how it is. Then now I am happy. It's a completely different board game. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. I've been very emotional. I've been extremely happy and vibrant, and just the most fulfilled I think I've been in a very, very long time. But at the same time, I've had so many emotions that I'm struggling to deal with. So that's interesting. I think a lot of the time people talk about what happens when you have a negative experience of mental health. I think a lot of the time you hear stories of what happens when people's mental health makes them feel sad or feel low or feel depressed, but you don't often hear about the times when people's mental health makes them feel positive feelings. So I didn't really think about that in terms of how I would deal with it when it happened. And for me, with my specific disorders, I feel emotions incredibly strongly. So where a person without my mental disorder would just feel happiness, I would feel extreme happiness. When I'm excited, I'm super excited, and when I'm sad, I'm super sad. And it sounds depressing, but for so many years I've learned to cope with super sadness because that's the only emotion that's come my way. But when super happiness and super love and super excitements come along, that's a whole different board game, because you deal with things differently when you're sad, when you're happy. I don't know if that's making any sense. I genuinely don't know if it is or not. And I think really where I've been a bit all over the place with my head and my feelings, I feel like that's why I've been a bit up and down with my filming. There's no justification for that. I just think that's the case, unfortunately. I feel like I have been a bit sporadic. But to put it in perspective, I actually think that's quite a good thing, because I think it has given me a better understanding of my mental health and who I am, if we're gonna get a bit like blah blah cringe about it. Oh, I just got mascara on my forehead. Can we see that? I'm gonna zoom in editing so you can see that. What the hell? Speaking of mental health, and this may be a bit of a serious thing to end on, but I think it's really important. And mental health can affect anyone from any walk of life, with any persona that they put out. And it's probably those people who are the most smiley that will be suffering the most, and maybe they're the ones that you need to go and say an extra hello to, and an extra how's your day, and an extra do you want a coffee and a chat. No, I know that seems like a really depressing note to end it on, so I am sorry about that, but it is super important. It really is. I wanted to make that aware to everybody. As for me, as for myself, as for my mental health, as for all of that, apart from what the hell is going on with this bit of hair, do you know what? I'm good, and I'm so glad to be back, and I'm so glad to be back filming, even with this crazy bouffant mess of whatever's going on right now. I'm actually going to come closer and show you the finished look and say my goodbyes. I feel like this might be too close. Is it? I mean, what is going on with my hair? Let's pretend that like me putting up in a ponytail actually made it okay and not made it look like this. So this is my finished everyday makeup look. Oh, that highlight though, look at it pop. It's nothing special, but it's just kind of what I wear on a daily basis. So I mean, this was actually more of a chance for me to catch up and talk about some stuff that's been on my mind, and let you know where I'm at with my life, and tell you've got boyfriend. I did that. This face with this hair did that somehow. Look how much highlight I've got on my nose right now. He is a lucky son of a gun. It's not been very structured, but it's been fun. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm coming back with a Q&A for you guys next week, which I'm so excited about because I've had such good questions. But if you do want to ask me anything, then leave it in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer as many as I can in the video. Thank you so much for your constant support and your love and your patience with me while I've been a bit sporadic. But I'm back, and I'm so happy to be back, and I absolutely love every single one of you. And with that is the video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, I have been me, so please always be you, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye! I'm so weird. I'm so weird. Bye!